Ladies and gentlemen, let me leave you with this thought. Your struggles are temporary, but your strength is permanent. No matter how dark the night gets, the sun always rises again. And just like that, your hardships will pass too. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and keep moving forward, because the best is yet to come. Resilience is a choice. Life is unpredictable. One moment everything seems to be going according to plan, and the next you find yourself facing challenges you never imagined. It is in these moments of struggle and uncertainty that we often ask ourselves, why me? Why now? Why is life so unfair? But the truth is, life is not unfair, it is just unpredictable. Every single person on this planet goes through trials, some visible, some hidden. But what differentiates those who rise above adversity from those who succumb to it is one simple thing: the choice to be resilient. Resilience is not something we are born with, it is something we develop. It is a skill, a mindset, a habit that we cultivate over time. It is not about avoiding pain or hardships, but about facing them head on, knowing that they are a necessary part of growth. Some people see challenges as an excuse to stop trying, while others see them as an opportunity to grow stronger. The difference between these two perspectives is the choice we make in the face of adversity. Think about it. Two people can go through the exact same hardship, perhaps the loss of a loved one, financial struggles, or a major failure, but their responses can be entirely different. One person may give up, believing that life will never get better, while the other finds the strength to move forward, using the pain as motivation to build something new. What makes the second person stronger? It is not luck, intelligence, or even external support. It is their mindset. It is their ability to say, no matter what happens, I will not break. I will bend, I will fall, but I will rise again. Resilience is a conscious decision. It is the decision to stand up after falling. It is the decision to move forward even when everything inside you wants to stop. It is the decision to believe that no matter how bad today is, tomorrow can be better if you keep pushing forward. But how do we develop resilience? How do we train our minds to stay strong when life gets tough? The first step is acceptance. Many people waste their energy fighting against reality. They refuse to accept that a certain event has happened, or they dwell on how things should have been. But reality is not something we can change by denying it. The only way to move forward is to first accept what is. Acceptance does not mean giving up. It means acknowledging the situation for what it is and then deciding what to do next. The second step is perspective. When you are going through a difficult time, it is easy to feel like the world is ending. But take a step back and ask yourself, will this matter a year from now? 5 years from now? Most of the time, the answer is no. What seems unbearable today will become just a memory tomorrow. Perspective allows us to see our struggles not as the end, but as a phase, one that will eventually pass. The third step is action. Resilience is not just about thinking positively. It is about taking action despite fear and pain. When you go through a tough time, ask yourself, what can I do right now to make things better? Even the smallest action, a conversation, a new plan, a single step can change the course of your life. Action creates momentum, and momentum builds strength. The fourth step is self-belief. The world may doubt you. People may tell you that you are not strong enough, that you cannot handle the difficulties life throws at you. But at the end of the day, the only voice that truly matters is the one inside your head. If you tell yourself, I cannot do this, you will not be able to. But if you tell yourself, I am stronger than I think, you will find the strength you never knew you had. Self-belief is like a muscle. It gets stronger the more you use it. The more you remind yourself of your inner strength, the more resilient you become. Every time you get through a difficult situation, you prove to yourself that you can survive. And the more you survive, the more you grow. Resilience also comes from letting go of what you cannot control. Many times, we waste energy worrying about things that are beyond our control, what people think of us, how others behave, or circumstances that are already in the past. But focusing on these things only drains our energy. Instead, put your focus on what you can control: your actions, your mindset, your decisions. When you shift your focus from what is outside of you to what is within you, you reclaim your power. Another key to resilience is gratitude. It may sound strange to talk about gratitude in the middle of hardship, but gratitude has the power to shift our entire outlook on life. When you focus on what is still good in your life, no matter how small, you remind yourself that there is still hope. Even in the darkest moments, there is always something to be grateful for: a friend who supports you, the lessons you are learning, or simply the fact that you are still here, still fighting. Gratitude reminds us that life is not only about struggles, but also about the beauty that still exists. Resilience is about helping others. When you go through tough times, it is easy to isolate yourself and focus only on your own pain. But sometimes the best way to heal is to help someone else. When you extend kindness to others, you shift your focus from your struggles to making a difference, and in the process, you find strength you never knew you had. Remember this: resilience is not about avoiding pain, it is about facing it with courage. It is about looking at your struggles and saying, "You may challenge me, but you will not defeat me." It is about choosing every single day to keep moving forward, no matter how hard life gets. Because at the end of the day, life is not about how many times you fall, it is about how many times you rise. And if you choose to rise, if you choose to keep going, you will discover a strength within you that no hardship can ever take away. Turn pain into power. Pain is something we all experience at some point in life. It comes in different forms: loss, failure, heartbreak, disappointment, or struggles that feel too heavy to bear. When we face difficult times, we often ask, "Why me? Why do I have to go through this?" But what if, instead of seeing pain as a punishment, we started seeing it as a teacher? What if we recognize that pain has the power to shape us into stronger, wiser, and more compassionate individuals? The truth is, pain can either break us or make us. It all depends on how we choose to respond to it. Life does not give us hardships to destroy us. It gives them to us so that we can grow. Every struggle, every setback, and every heartbreak carries a lesson. But most people do not see the lessons because they are too focused on the suffering. They allow their pain to consume them, to define them, and to make them bitter. They hold on to resentment, anger, and sadness, believing that they have been wronged by life. But holding on to pain does not heal us. It only keeps us stuck in the past. The people who transform their lives are the ones who decide that their pain will not be the end of their story. It will be the beginning of something greater. They take their suffering and turn it into something meaningful. They use their struggles as fuel to become better, stronger, and more determined. They do not let pain make them bitter. They let it make them better. How do we turn pain into power? It begins with acceptance. The first step is to stop resisting pain and instead acknowledge it. Most people try to escape pain by avoiding it, suppressing it, or pretending it does not exist. They distract themselves with work, social media, unhealthy habits, or meaningless relationships. But ignoring pain does not make it go away. It only buries it deeper inside. Healing begins when we allow ourselves to feel, when we stop running from our emotions and start understanding them. Once we accept our pain, we must change the way we view it. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" This simple shift in perspective changes everything. It transforms pain from something that weakens us into something that strengthens us. It allows us to see that every hardship carries a hidden gift, a lesson, a new perspective, or an opportunity to grow. Some of the most successful and inspiring people in the world have gone through unimaginable pain. They have faced rejection, failure, loss, and suffering. Yet, they refuse to let those experiences define them in a negative way. Instead, they use their struggles to create something meaningful. They turned their pain into art, into businesses, into stories that inspire millions. They took what could have broken them and used it to uplift others. Turning pain into power also requires us to take action. Pain often makes us feel powerless, but the moment we decide to do something with our pain, we regain control. Maybe your pain can lead you to help others who are going through similar struggles. Maybe it can push you to become stronger, more independent, or more fearless. Maybe it can motivate you to chase your dreams with even more passion. One of the greatest powers of pain is its ability to build resilience. Every time you go through a difficult experience and survive, you become stronger. You prove to yourself that you are capable of handling life's challenges. The more you overcome, the more confident you become in your ability to face whatever comes next. Pain prepares you for the future. It teaches you that no matter how hard life gets, you have the strength to rise again. Pain also has the power to deepen our sense of empathy and compassion. When we have suffered, we become more understanding of the struggles of others. We become more kind, more patient, and more willing to help. Some of the most compassionate people are the ones who have experienced great suffering themselves. They know what it feels like to be broken, and because of that, they choose to be a source of light for others. One of the most difficult but important steps in transforming pain into power is learning to let go. Holding on to past pain only keeps us trapped. It is easy to dwell on what happened, to replay the painful moments over and over again, but this only prolongs our suffering. True strength comes from making peace with the past and choosing to move forward. It does not mean forgetting or pretending that the pain never existed. It means accepting that the past cannot be changed and choosing to focus on what we can control, the present and the future. Letting go also means forgiving, not for the sake of others, but for ourselves. Many people hold on to anger and resentment because they believe it gives them power, but in reality, it only keeps them stuck. Forgiveness is not about excusing what happened. It is about freeing ourselves from the burden of the past. It is about saying, I will not allow this pain to control me any longer. Another key to turning pain into power is self-belief. Pain can make us doubt ourselves. It can make us feel unworthy, unlovable, or incapable. But we must remember that our worth is not determined by our struggles. We are not defined by our past, our mistakes, or our failures. We are defined by how we rise from them. The moment we start believing in ourselves again, we begin to reclaim our power. But suffering is optional. The difference between those who stay stuck in their pain and those who rise above it is the choice they make. You can choose to let pain weaken you, or you can choose to let it strengthen you. You can choose to let it break you, or you can choose to let it build you. You can choose to be a victim of your circumstances, or you can choose to be a warrior who fights back. Life is not about avoiding pain, it is about learning how to use it. It is about taking the broken pieces and turning them into something beautiful. It is about finding meaning in the struggles and purpose in the pain, because when we learn to turn our pain into power, nothing in life can defeat us. No matter what happens, we will always rise. Life is full of challenges at backs and unexpected turns. But remember, resilience is a choice. And pain can be transformed into power. No matter how difficult life gets, you have the strength within you to rise above it. The struggles you face are not there to break you. They are there to shape you into the person you are meant to become. Do not let hardships define you. Let them refine you. Do not let failures discourage you. Let them teach you. And most importantly, do not let pain consume you. Let it empower you. Every battle you fight, every obstacle you overcome, and every moment you choose to stand strong adds to your growth, your wisdom, and your inner strength. You are stronger than you think. You are capable of more than you believe. And no matter how dark today may seem, the light of hope, courage, and resilience is always within you. So stand tall, embrace your journey, and keep moving forward, because your story is not over yet. The best is yet to come.